So another player that people are saying Cincinnati Bengals should sign at safety is Juan Thornhill, which surprisingly enough was also taken the exact same year, the exact same round as the guy I think the Cincinnati Bengals should sign, and that is Taylor Rapp. Surprisingly enough, actually Thornhill was taken 2 picks after Taylor Rapp because I believe Taylor Rapp is the better player of the two. But let's go ahead and talk about this because these are 2 safeties that are talked about with Cincinnati. And honestly speaking wise, depending on how good Dax Hill does play, maybe you sign both of them. So, Thornhill is coming off a Super Bowl win where he played safety for the Kansas City Chiefs. He played his whole entire career with KC, started off free safety, and eventually moved on to a versatile position of free and strong safety, which is actually really nice, right? We love versatile players. Thornhill is coming off of a 3 interception season, played the whole entire season. 71 combined tackles, 2 quarterback hits, 1 sack. So a pretty decent season, in all honesty. And being 28 years old, he has a lot of promising things to look forward to. Now, his Pro Football Focus grade is not good. It's going to be a 67.1 overall, 60.4 in run defense, and a 67.9 in pass defense. Also a 68.7 in coverage. Now, Thornhill will go ahead and get paid big money, obviously coming off a 3 interception season, and just because he is one of the top of the names on the draft, or on the free agent board at the safety position. Now, let's talk about the better option. My man, Taylor Rapp is, of course, a guy who was picked 2 picks before Thornhill. He is, of course, coming off a 2 interception season. He did, of course, have 0 sacks, but he did have 1 quarterback hit, 1 forced fumble. 1 fumble recovery. My bad, not forced fumble, 1 fumble recovery. And he is, of course, 26 years old. So, 3 years younger than what we see out of Juan Thornhill. So, okay. Now, here's the kicker. Let's look at his Pro Football Focus grades. Oh, that's nasty. That's like the poor man's Taylor Rapp right there. 76.2 overall grade, 82.3 run defense, 65.6 pass defense, and 72.9 coverage defense. Listen, you need a safety who can play the run. And Thornhill plays the run as good as it is to go to McDonald's for your Wi-Fi connection, okay? It's not a good idea. It's not a good idea to put him in the run game. Question is, though, how much would these guys cost, right? At the end of the day, is all that really matters. Well, if we look at Taylor Rapp, he played 16 games this season, 17 games last season, and then he was not a starter for his first 2 years. He is very versatile, like I said before. Strong safety, started strong safety, went to free safety, then played defensive back. So if you need him to line up where Eli Apple is right now, to kind of take over that Eli Apple spot, he can do it. Which is why I love him. But he has not been a starter his whole entire career. He's only been a starter the last 2 years. Last 2 years really blossomed, 4 interceptions, 2 interceptions. Really took off. My guess is, right now with how the market's looking, where there's a lot of good, decent veterans who are 29, 30, 31 years old on the market, since he could probably get Taylor Rapp for a 4-year contract for around $5.5 a year, which I think is going to be a steal. I really, truly believe it's going to be a steal. While Juan Thornhill, who is 28 years old, coming off of pretty much every year of his career, he has played every game. I mean, he 16, 16, 17, 16. This is not a guy who just recently blossomed up. This is a guy who's a veteran in the game. He's been playing for a very long time. Obviously, same amount of years as Taylor Rapp, but he's been a starter and been starting in these games throughout the whole entire, time period. The only time he really didn't start was his second year, and then his third year, he only didn't start 5 games. He's coming off a Super Bowl win. You might say, why does that matter? It matters a lot because whenever a team wins a Super Bowl, teams will value those Super Bowl players a lot more than a team that lost in the championship like the Bengals. Oh, sorry, no, my bad. Not the Bengals. A team that lost, like, didn't make the playoffs like the Rams, right? Because you're like, okay, well, we want to sign a new safety. Who should we target? The team right there who won the Super Bowl and he was a piece of the Super Bowl roster? Or are we going to target the Rams who literally did not even make the playoffs and was one of the worst football teams in the league? You know, GMs look at those things, right? And then they look at the list and they're like, okay, well, Jimmy Woods available, Adrian Amos is available. There's a lot of safeties available. And then you get down the list, and obviously Thornhill is going to be talked about more than Taylor Rapp because Taylor Rapp was on the losing team. And he did what he did on the losing team. So Thornhill is going to cost a lot more than Taylor Rapp. It's just a fact of the matter. I think Juan Thornhill will probably cost in the ballpark range of $8.5 to $9 million a year. You probably give him a 4-year contract for that money, and you walk away okay. Or you give less money to a guy who's not as proven in Taylor Rapp, who hasn't had the career resume of playing, being a starter and playing every single year like Juan Thornhill, and then you go ahead and you go with a cheaper option who ends up becoming a better option, who gets a really good run defense safety who's good in the run defense. That's what I'm trying to say. And let Lou cook. I'm telling you right now, nobody's gonna get me out of this whole. You guys need to sign Taylor Rapp. Until he is a Cincinnati Bengal and he's on the paper and he's signed with his name, I'm going to say this a billion times. You guys need to sign Taylor Rapp. I get Thornhill is a good player. I think he is a good player. I don't think he's a great player. I think right now, Thornhill is 28, 29 years old, about to hit 30. Taylor Rapp is not. Taylor Rapp is right in his prime. 2 years, he took off. This guy can play strong safety, free safety, corner. And let's say, for example, Dax Hill just isn't working out. Didn't just put that Dax, you're going to be a backup right now. We're going to put in Taylor Rapp. I just don't see the narrative. I don't see the narrative that any safety on the market right now is better. Adrian Amos, we looked at earlier, he's not better. I do not believe anyone else. Jimmy Ward is 31 years old. I don't think he's going to be the guy to do it. Tell me down below your thoughts and opinions, guys, because I've seen this. I know someone commented about Thornhill. They wanted me to look at these two guys side by side, and I look at these side by side. It got worse. Maybe my vision's bad because this does not look better. I think this looks like 1,000%. I'm going with my man Taylor Rapp all day, every day. But tell me down below your thoughts and opinions. See you guys in the next one. Peace out.